Hello YouTubers, welcome to Assassin's Creed Unity, and this is the Ancient 6 mission. I'm making one of three videos just to give you different scenarios of how to get into the building and get the actual chests and then leave. Right, so this is a pretty difficult mission. If you're playing with a group of skilled individuals, then it's relatively easy. You pretty much get in and out. If you're playing solo, it is pretty tricky. But anyway, the one thing you want to check is to make sure there's kind of two entrances into the first building. There's one just on the right that you typically go in. That's typically the easier one to get in. And then if that one's closed, you want to go to the left here, right? So check if that window's open, because it's either one or the other's open, not both of them. So if the window is open and you go this way, then you kind of wasting your time. You might as well just go the other way, right? So in this case, I wanted to show and demonstrate how to get in from this door and get out. So the first thing you want to do is go into your disguise and take these guys out here. You want to get them right in the middle so you can take them both out, so you don't lose any points. Okay. There's a guy walking around, so you kind of want to be on the lookout for him. If he's walking around, you kind of want to just back up and hide a little bit. You can hide right in this little dressing closet here, if you will. You don't want him to check you. The problem is the guys kind of to the right there check you out, so it's not always the case. So you want to kind of, either he's going to walk here and you take him out, or you know, you want to sort of sort him out before you deal with the other guys. So let's see if we can sneak up on this guy. And that can work again. Thought it might. There's a couple guys in the left here that typically don't come out. Sometimes if you shoot a berserk dart at the other guy, okay, so this guy's sitting. I'm just going to take him out here quick. So you can take this guy out with a berserk dart or something, or just like I did. If he sees you, you can just take him out quickly. But there's a couple guys to the left here. You don't have to worry about them. Sometimes you want to, if you shoot a berserk dart, you want to hide in the closet there. Because sometimes they come out running. Most times they don't, though. You kind of just leave them alone. You don't have to worry about them. So the first thing I want to do here is just shoot a berserk dart to this guy, and what will happen is I obviously start fighting, and then we'll go into disguise again, and then we'll jump in while they fighting each other. So you can just hide here, just in case these guys behind me run out because of all the commotion. Now, you want to wait a while. Yeah, I didn't actually wait a while. I should have waited longer, but wait sort of a minute here. Because what happened is they're coming downstairs, and I'm going to jump in too early here. So you can literally just go into this guys and jump in. And if most of the guys are out, if you wait 30 seconds or a minute, most of these guys will be out. You won't lose any points. Yeah, I lost a lot of bit of points because of this. You don't have to deal with these guys, but I guess it saves you from killing them upstairs as well. So we head upstairs. There's a chest on the right and there's a chest on the left. I typically like to go for the one on the left, and the reason for that is that, you know, sometimes when you shoot them a berserk dart to these guys, this guy saw me. So he came up from either downstairs or somewhere. Typically, if you shoot a berserk dart, they come from upstairs, and then if you're not paying attention, they'll come behind you, right? So I typically like to go upstairs, but either or, it's really a 50-50 chance of getting the chest, and it's one of these two. So there's normally a guy that's sort of walking up and down. So in this case, I don't see him at the moment because I think he may have come downstairs. So you want to actually shoot a berserk dart into one of these guys. The guy on the left there, you don't have to worry too much. This guy is, you can actually take him out. You can also, if you want, use your disguise, and while they're fighting, you can basically walk right up to the chest and as long as they're not near the chest, then you can actually open the chest and walk away, and your disguise will still remain intact. Yeah, like I said, this guy behind you came up if you weren't watching, right? So, and there's this other guy. Yeah, this is the other guy that I normally shoot a berserk dart into. And unfortunately, with all the motion, I'm losing all these points. So just make sure you got a lot of smoke bombs, so if these guys just show up, you can just hit them with the smoke bombs so you don't lose your points. Okay. Anyway, that's how it is. So as I mentioned, I am making 3 videos, different scenarios. So watch them all. The last one, the 3rd video, is going to include the 3 chests, not the 4th chest. The 4th chest is really hard to get, and that's in the open area there. But typically, it's one of these 3 chests, and normally it's one of these 2 chests in this building. So it's not this chest. So we're going to head upstairs. I think most of the guys have probably gone downstairs, but there's probably a few still upstairs. So it's just kind of head around the corner, just basically straight. I would recommend you do this chest first, and that will limit any issues. So again, a couple of things here. Sometimes this door is open, sometimes it's not. If there's a locked door, then they typically around the corner. In this case, the other ones has a locked door. So it's a relatively easy lock to pick, even on the lower lock levels. So typically I would go left and then pick the lock and then grab it. So in this case, we've got the reward. We're just gonna head out. You kind of just want to watch yourself as you head downstairs, as they may still be fighting. So just kind of check them out before you run out. And there we go. We have some guys there. So I'm probably gonna just run for it in this case, because especially I just noticed that guy on the left there. So you do lose some points, unfortunately. I think they shot me, so I lost some additional points. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so that's not bad. So you pretty much get in. It's a relatively easy mission once you know how to get in and out, and if you can just minimize getting shot and doing the upstairs first, I think you'll be better off. So